So you get 100 visitors to your website. 10 of them call you. Your conversion rate is 10%. What about the other 90 that did not call you, that did not email you, text you, or anything? You spend money bringing them to your site. So at that point, we let remarketing take over. Google and Facebook do remarketing, which is the practice of serving ads to users based upon prior engagement. So a simple way to remarket is everybody who comes to your site, you cookie them and you start showing them your ads. A real easy example. How many of you have noticed when you go to Amazon or any of those large companies, you look for a product and then in next 10 minutes when you're surfing, you start seeing that product showing up everywhere, right? Everybody seen it? That's remarketing. They're remarketing to you based upon your behavior. So an easy way is when you drive traffic to your site, it doesn't matter how they come. Maybe you passed out business cards. Maybe they found you on Facebook. Maybe they saw a YouTube video with your hundreds and thousands of views and maybe clicks. The remarketing takes over. So now those people who are on your site start seeing your ads over and over. That's an easy way. Slightly technical way is if they are seeing your ads based upon the landing page they came in. If they landed on mold page, they should only see the mold ads. If they landed on water damage page, they would only see ads related to water restoration. And of course, I get this too, but Sunny, ours is an emergency service. Remarketing may not work. It does. People use remarketing and increase conversions even in water restoration. These are remarketing ads, which are display ads. Now here's how it gets even better. Let's say someone goes to weather.com and they see my ad, or they go to cnn.com and see my ad, right? That is because they were on my website for some reason. Maybe they were trying to find out about SEO, PPC, website design. Maybe they met me here, whatever the reason is. They go to my site, now they are seeing my ads as they surf the net. Every time they see this ad, how much does it cost me? Nothing. Impressions are always free. So when you go to Amazon and you look for a product, maybe a camera, and then you're surfing the net and you start seeing that camera showing up everywhere, it's not costing Amazon anything. Unless they're bidding on impressions, but it's usually cost per click. So it doesn't cost any money to run remarketing ads. So impressions are free. So let's say now you drive 100 people a day to your website. And these people, you start cooking, these visitors, you start dropping cookies in the browsers, and now when they go online, they start seeing your company's ad, your brand, your logos all the time, which is barely costing you anything. And it builds and builds and builds, and 6 months later, a year later, 5 years later, you can reach out to hundreds and thousands of prospects because they've been to your site. There must be a reason why they came to your site at the first place. You can, maybe some of those are your clients, your repeat clients from carpet cleaning, rug cleaning, they call you every 3 months, 4 months, and so forth. So now you're showing them your ads every time they're on CNN, Forbes, weather.com, your local news channels, millions of websites, barely cost you $100 a month. Do you think that's a powerful strategy? To keep your brand in front of your customers and prospects 24/7? Absolutely. So remarketing. Now here's, again, it's getting a little bit more advanced. Here's a screenshot of a remarketing list. So when people come to your site, you start building a list. It's not like an email list, but it's a remarketing list. You can reach out to these people anytime with your ads. So maybe you have a special offer with fall sale or Christmas special or Thanksgiving special and so forth. So you can create those ads and show your ads to your list. So here's your list. In this case, this is a list from a company that has 18,000 people they can reach to. When you have your own list, Google gives you a similar list. So here's how that works. You drive, let's say 1,000 people to your website. PPC, SEO, doesn't matter. Facebook. You drive 1,000 people to your your site. Google knows who those 1,000 people are. You don't know, I don't know, Google knows. Based upon those 1,000 people, whatever their interests are, whatever they like, whichever sites they visit, Google will find more people just like them. Because Google has data of everybody, what they're doing, right? So they'll find more people just like them and give you a list. It magically appears in your account one day. You can't ask for it, it just happens. In this case, here's a list with 18,000 that we built driving traffic to a site. And so Google gave a similar list, water restoration, Georgia, 50 to 100,000. So now Google says, hey Sunny, here's a list that you created of 18,000 visitors. Here's one from us of up to 100,000. Would you like to market to them? Absolutely, because they're similar to our visitors. And so we start remarketing. Cost per click, 20 cents. From our list, 30 cents. So when it says lookalike, that's the similar audience. This one. So it's similar to, or it looks alike. Cost per click, 20 cents. Cost per lead, this is water restoration, $27. This is our list, 18,000. Cost per click, only 30 cents. Cost per lead, 60 bucks. So for water restoration, getting leads for $27, do you think that's a good deal? You could probably sell it all day long for 300 bucks, maybe more. Because I know companies that buy leads for $300-400 all the time. But this list is what Google gave us. And Google will only give you a list when you build a list. Otherwise, they will not know how to create a list. Very powerful strategy. And imagine cost per click, 20 cents, 30 cents in today's world, in restoration. That's like what? You don't get clicks for 20 cents, especially not in restoration industry, unless you do this, display marketing. So you're not paying 30, 40 bucks a click, you're paying 30 cents a click. It gets more technical or advanced in market audience. So Google has a way now where you can reach out to people that are in market, which means if they go to Google and type in water restoration or mold remediation or rug cleaning, we don't know who they are. There might be 10, 15, 20,000 people a day in your area if you are in maybe Chicago, or less if you are in a less sparsely populated area, right? We don't know who they are, but Google knows who they are. So what happens? You start marketing to those people who are looking for, in this case, remodeling services, general contracting, and so forth, and you can put your keywords there in display keywords, water restoration, mold remediation, and so forth. And you can get clicks for $1, 50 cents, $2, $3, $5, all day long. So now your ad will show. So here's what happens. Somebody goes to Google and Google's mold remediation, mold removal company. Your ad did not show up on Google search because it's too expensive. Next thing, they are on CNN and your ad shows up, which is a big square with your logo, your brand, your call to action, your offer, free consultation, $800 off today, whatever that is. And now your ad follows that person around because he Googled mold removal or mold remediation, and your ad for mold starts to follow that person around. 50 cents, $2. Now, if you're on Google search and somebody Googles mold remediation, your ad may cost you $15 a click. Mold can be $8, $9 too. But still, 50 cents versus $10, it's a big difference. So display campaigns. Placement ads. Here's a screenshot from a client in Columbia, Missouri. So we run campaigns on his local news channels, right? So every area has its local news channels. In Columbia, Missouri, it's abc17news.com. You can specify Google to show your ads on certain websites. If you feel in my area, this particular news channel in Milwaukee, so we lived in Milwaukee for 18 years, now we're in Atlanta. Fox 6 News is big, local channel there. So if I want to run campaigns on Fox 6 News, I can do that through Google. KRCG TV, even CNN, Forbes, all those websites that you want to show your ads on can be done through Google. Clicks. And I'm bidding here 50 cents a click. I bet you, and so we got 1,300 impressions, 200 impressions, flood damage, junk removal, water damage, 154 impressions, and so forth on these local news channels. Bidding only 50 cents. Let's say we get 10 clicks in a day, maybe. Because these are display ads, right? The people who are on local news channel are seeing your ad. This is more for branding. They keep seeing your ad every time they go to the local news channels, local sites. They see your ad every time, so you get impressions. You don't get any clicks, but you get impressions, which is what you want because you're creating awareness about your brand. So maybe you spend $5 a day, $150 a month or $100 a month. Imagine calling CNN, your local news channels, ABC, Fox Now, CNBC, Forbes, and tell them, I want to run ad on your site, but I'll only give you $100 combined. Would you do that for me? You know the answer to that, right? You know the answer to that. So it is possible from Google. You don't need to call those companies and say, hey, CNN, we want to run campaigns on your website for $50,000 for 6 months. We'll do it through Google. We'll do it the other way around. Very powerful strategy for branding. And it keeps getting more advanced. So how many of you have an email list of your current and past customers and clients? Okay. Do you send out emails, sir?
No, most of our clients don't want to be
bothered.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And they don't want to hit the spam thing and
Exactly.
Yep, I feel it. So what you can do is upload that email list to Google, to your AdWords, and you can start showing ads to those people when they're surfing, when they're in their Gmail account. See, now that will not bother them because they'll see some ad anyways. They might see yours, they might see Best Buy or somebody. Might as well see yours. Sending them emails is one thing. Uploading their list, uploading your list to Google and showing them your ads is something totally different. You're not bothering anybody. They're just seeing your ad when they're on CNN or wherever. 1% of companies, I would say less than 1% of companies that I have audited AdWords for even know this strategy exists. That you can upload phone numbers or emails of your current or past clients, customers, and market to them. Now, since they're already your customers, because that's how you got their email, let's say, you would give them a different offer from maybe somebody else. You know, we want you back, big headline, we want you back, 20% off to only current customers for Thanksgiving. So you have different ads for them because they're your customers already. And the more they see your ad, the more they remember you, and the more remember you to call you back for services that you provide every few months, like carpet cleaning. Again, we uploaded 12,000 emails. Google comes and says, hey, Sonny, why don't we give you a list similar to your 12,000, another 100,000 to 300,000? Would you like to market to them? Absolutely. That's like giving customers on a plate. Here, have more. You got 12,000, take another 100,000. Market to them for 50 cents a click. See, now these are advanced things, but they really, really are inexpensive in comparison to running ads on Google, because everybody runs ads on Google. That drives up the prices to $10, $20, $30 a click. And here's what happens. We have a list as secondary that we call, this is main, this is secondary. So a client's competitor was going out of business who wanted to sell his business, but he said, I don't want to buy your business. Can you just send me email? Can you just sell me your list? Just send me your email list. Bought the email list, uploaded it to Google. So now we're showing our ads to his competition who's out of business. That list is slightly different. Those customers are different. Those people are different. 2 weeks later, Google comes and says, hey, let me give you another list like that. Would you like to market to them? Of course, absolutely. So you can maybe buy an email list if you don't have one. Maybe if your competition is going out of business, maybe you can buy one from them. Maybe just buy one in general. You cannot email to customers. You can do B2B email, but if you buy a list of people and send them offers, that's against FTC, you'll be shut down. So I'm not asking you to send out emails. That's against FTC regulation. You can be fined hundreds, thousands, maybe millions, can go to jail. I don't know how bad it can get, but don't do it. Buy a list, upload it to Google. And you can also upload it to Facebook. You can do the same thing on Facebook. Upload email lists, upload phone lists, and start showing them your ads. If you're a B2B business, you can buy lists of companies or property managers, and you can show them your ads. Maybe your local hotels and motels, you can buy their list, phone numbers, upload it to your Google and Facebook and show them your ads if you're trying to go after commercial business. The ideas are like too many at this point. Any of you concentrating more on commercial work, like dealing with property managers all the time and so forth? You're okay. So buy a list of all the property managers, real estate agents, upload it to Facebook and Google and show them your ads. Now, they don't know that you're specifically marketing to them. Most people don't know how this works. It's like if they're on CNN, they'll see your ad. If they're on Forbes, they'll see your ad. They'll be like, oh, this company is huge. He's everywhere. No, he's not everywhere. He's just following you around. See, there's a difference. The other guy's thinking, oh, they must be so credible. I just saw them on CNN yesterday. Today they're on Forbes. They're on Fox 6 News. I was checking the local weather. They're even there. They're everywhere. They're like Amazon. They're huge. No, sir. You're just following them around. So here's 3 advanced Facebook marketing strategies. PPV. Target ads to your website's visitors, which is retargeting. We just talked about it. Target ads to your subscribers and customers with email addresses. You can upload the email addresses on Facebook. Target ads to previous and current customers using their phone numbers. So a lot of companies tell me, Sunny, we don't have emails because we only started collecting emails for last 2 years. But we've been in business 20 years. Rings a bell? Many of us, right? But you may have their phone numbers, even from 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Get that list in order, upload it to Facebook, start showing them your ads and special offers.